time for American Brain and Brawn, starring John Brinkus and Lacey Evans.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, quit huffing and puffing, honey. You look great.
Look, I don't know.
Don't hang your head.
Look, I'm trying to be patriotic and I'm trying to pretend like I'm enjoying my hat. But the truth is, Lacey made me wear this because she said my hair looked horrible. Now I had to put on my hat, and my wife said you're not allowed to go on there looking like that. So I had to wear my sunglasses so my wife doesn't recognize me.
Typical, freaking typical. But you know what, honey? It's covered up that nonsense. So you've passed, and I love the red, white, and blue. So just as long as you keep it the duration of the entire American Brain and Brawn, we won't have a problem.
Well, listen, when Lacey Evans tells you you have to wear a hat, that's not a request. That's an order.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's simple. So I'm wearing my hat, and I think part of the theme of the show today is that I can just rock it. I can rock a hat, I can rock sunglasses. If you just sort of like pretend like you know what you're doing, you can get away with it. And I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing with this with the hat. So that's part of the lesson today.
Well, as long as you keep your head up, honey, I will admit I was expecting something a little more classy, but because you've got those three colors involved, honey, and you changed that terrible backdrop, which we won't even go there from last week, you've passed. I will accept this.
You're going to accept it. Good. Well, we have a super exciting show for everybody. We've got Brain. We've got Brawn. We have an amazing guest who's on. And we also have the debut of Killcliff. That's the clean energy drink company that sponsors the show, is allowing us to stream on their platform. We're very grateful. There's a new commercial that they just released, and we're going to debut it for the world right here, right now. We're going to show you Killcliff's newest employee, the Castle Master. Check this out.
In the world of today, strength and power lies with the legendary overlord of all knowledge, the Castle Master. He holds all the keys, all of them, which is why Killcliff, the clean energy drink company, is tickled that the Castle Master has joined our award-winning customer service team.
Hi, is the Castle Master there?
Go for the cast mask. Oh. Hold on.
Okay.
Cast mask here, go ahead.
Hello, man.
Yes, this is cast mask. Go ahead.
My name is Charlie Boston, sir. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Are you looking for Viagra in the Cialis, mister?
Viagra and Cialis? No, not today, but I'll tell you what. Do you guys have any Killcliff?
Sorry?
Do you have any Killcliff?
No, sir. We only need the Viagra and the
Well, then what the hell do I want with you? Unbelievable.
Awesome new flavors, awesome new cans, and an awesome new customer service representative. Killcliff. Own it. Go to killcliff.com.
Wow. Wow. Tell you what, the Cast Master is the all-knowing being. He's the overlord of all knowledge. He almost seems like a WWE character, except he is 100% real. There's no acting in there at all. There's no character. He's the real deal. And Lacey Evans, you've often you look to me as the brains of American Brain and Brawn. But I've got to tell you, if you ever don't know the answer to something, you ask the Cast Master.
Definitely. Apparently, he holds all the keys. But if you ever hear you say character one more time, I will smack those glasses right off your face, honey. Character. Ha,
That's
Lord.
there is no character. That is for certain. But anyway, I want to bring on our first guest because I know that you were incredibly excited. And when we were talking about who should be the initial guest for our show, you just went all in and said, dude, I got it. So I know you have a very special relationship with our guest today, and I want you to tell everybody about it.
All righty, all you nasty things out there, listen up because yes, American Brain and Brawn is about brains because Lord knows if I can't do this technology my damn self, John can, but it's also about brawn. And when I think about brawn and strength, not only physically, but mentally, this guest definitely rings a bell in my mind. It's somebody who not only chased his dreams, but made them come true, no matter even the statistics against him. So without further ado, Colin Clark, one of my good buddies, somebody that I've gotten the privilege to not only go and see, but meet. And he actually put me through a workout, which I think you have some of that footage. I don't know if we're going to show all you, but he's just an incredible person. Colin, how are you, man?
I'm doing good.
You're good?
I'm
Thank
good.
you so much for coming to this show. You are awesome. And I am
Thanks.
so happy you're here today.
Me too.
John,
So Colin,
go ahead.
Colin, tell everybody about you because you're a stud. And anybody look up Colin Clark. Go ahead and Google. Go ahead YouTube. Colin's all over the place. Colin, talk to us about what you do and what makes you so amazing.
Mostly in life, I just look at never giving up and dream big, and I love working out every day. I got inspired by a lot of WWE superstars and bodybuilders, and also like Lacey Evans. She's the main one who got me going, lifting and doing the stuff that make dreams come true, and my family and that. So that's what made me today. And Lacey also has a huge role in that too.
Colin, do you remember how we met, man?
Yes, I do.
All right, so everybody out there listening, it was on Twitter, and this incredible human being, this incredible young man, does videos. So if you guys ever like John said, check him out. Go on his Twitter, go on his Instagram. He literally does commentary for WWE. He does announcements before every Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. He's a huge WWE fan, but he has dreams, and he used to express, and he still does. He expresses those dreams on his platform. From my dream is to one day announce in the WWE ring. Then the next day, he's like having strong coffee today, and my dream is to meet Lacey Evans. When I saw that, because he doesn't realize this, but I used to follow his social media because it was motivating to me. He puts on his suit, he puts on his tie, he freaking sets his camera up in his home before every Friday night SmackDown, before every Monday Night Raw. He follows the product, and then he announces the matches that are upcoming or even ones he wants to see. So long story short, I eventually saw that he had tagged me. WWE superstar Lacey Evans, my dream is to meet her. And so not only did I make that happen, but I actually went down to Indiana and he put me through a workout and he showed me what he does on his day-to-day. So Colin, tell me, what did you think when I showed up to the gym to work out with you that one time?
Yeah, it was a dream come true for me and probably because of Lacey too, probably. When I first met Lacey, it was like a dream. Like I was just waking up from, and it's like wow, like I'm meeting a WWE superstar who is the best ever to step foot in the WWE ring today and forever.
Lord.
And so it's like
I'm gonna make her cry.
Yeah, don't make me cry, Colin. Because on Twitter, when he said my dream is to meet WWE superstar Lacey Evans, what were the fans saying? That'll never happen. Keep dreaming. And I'm seeing all this negativity, and I'm like, you know what? Screw that. Not only am I going to meet Colin, I'm going to knock on his house door, and lo and behold, we had an awesome workout where I learned even more about Colin Nation. Tell him about the program, the nonprofit that you and your family created to help more people with big dreams who the world thinks will never make it. Tell him, Colin.
Yes, Colin Nation is a nonprofit organization where we motivate and inspire young kids and families and teenagers that you can dream big and work hard and never give up. And it's kind of, showing them that they can do it and so can I. And so it's kind of showing the world that listen, you can dream big and work hard and give it everything you've got. So that's Colin Nation. And I like to inspire everyone in the world by family, young kids, teenagers, moms, dads, WWE superstars to dream big and work hard and never give up.
You inspire me. You're actually on my refrigerator.
Yeah. This is absolutely incredible. So we've got, Colin, we have a huge audience this evening, and what's incredible is how many people are massive fans of yours. I want everybody to know that the way that Facebook works is, in terms of spreading the love, you got to give us a thumbs up, got to give us a heart, you got to hit it as much as you can. The Facebook algorithm, if they see people are watching and engaging, they let more and more people know about this. And Colin is worth giving a thumbs up and a heart for, because I don't know many people who are as absolutely inspiring as Colin is. And Colin, here's what I want to know. You could pick anyone as your hero, and rightfully so. You're like, Lacey Evans is my hero. I want to meet Lacey Evans, which is a good choice. Now, mind you, you and I have picked the same person. She's absolutely amazing. But what is it about Lacey Evans that you feel is so admirable?
Well, Lacey is just amazing. She inspires me, motivates me to keep on going from morning to sun up. I mean, I think her inspiration. I see her in the ring every Friday night SmackDown. Just to kind of show you to tell everyone in the world that she is amazing. She's a future champion in my eyes, in my heart. I see it. So Lacey is, without a doubt, the best, the greatest mom, wife, and WWE superstar there is can be today.
Lacey, you gonna cry? Yep. There you go. You did it, Colin. There you go.
I had to.
Thank
there
you.
it is.
I wish I could give you a hug, man.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to know you're my freaking hero. And I mean, obviously we have lots of questions. The fans out there probably have lots of questions because of the incredible things not only you've done for yourself, but done for so many people with your nonprofit, and the fact that you keep on proving and showing and empowering people. But I think my question for you, and so that way people that are complaining with that they feel like life is hard and this and that, what was the hardest thing for you? Because I want people to hear, when you started this fitness journey, I'm sure there were doubts, and I mean, not only just in your mind, but from the world. Now, I want you to tell them, what was the hardest things that you had to fight and overcome in order to do what you've done? Because like I said, Colin, there are many people out there that have less hills they need to climb in order to do things, and they're second guessing their capabilities. And then there's Colin freaking Clark, who's out there kicking butt and taking names and doing everything he set his mind to. What were those struggles? What was the hardest that come to mind when you started this fitness journey?
I would say the diet mostly. The diet was the toughest in the fitness world, because I know it's hard for everybody to stay with. But sometimes you got to take hard work and determination and heart to go through it. And actually, you got to take everything you got. And for me, it was hard to stay on my diet, because I do love my food, but I also want to be fit. I want to be healthy and leading the example for young kids and everyone across the world to make healthier life choices.
Yeah. Hey, so look at I want you to look at some pictures. Check this out, Herbert. Go full screen here. Look at Colin. Look at I just want to tell you this. I don't look like this. Not many people look like this. Like, he is ridiculously strong. Colin, give me a little commentary here. How are you able to get so big, so strong?
I would say it mostly from the diet kind of, and mostly from the lifting standpoint, training. A long time ago, probably like 5 years ago, and I was big. I can bench press 315 for 2 reps, and it's kind of like looking at it saying, okay, I can do this. But also with that, you got to say, stay well on a balanced diet, look good, and kind of work hard at what you're doing.
Did
Colin,
you say you could bench 315 twice? That's how you like discovered this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can guess who cannot bench 315 twice.
John.
Just take a guess.
John.
Yeah.
There's one of us out of the three.
Let me guess.
Yeah. Let me guess. Hey, Colin, how can people find out about your charity and about Colin Nation? Where can all of our viewers go? Look at the swag.
I got his shirt on.
Yeah. Well, Colin Nation, you can go on colinnation.org or Facebook for Colin Nation, or Instagram, we are Colin Clark. And you can reach me there and kind of show everyone that I love doing what I'm doing, and I love to inspire everyone.
That's awesome. We're taking some questions. You guys have a questions, drop them in our comment box. Just whether it's in Facebook or in YouTube. Got to see a lot of hearts and thumbs up for Colin. I got a lot of comments here. There's a lot of Colin, you are so inspiring. Lacey, you are so beautiful and smart. Colin, you amaze me. Lacey, you are unbelievable. There's not a single comment about me or my hat or any, like, there's nothing. Like, I don't
John,
even exist.
just be
We're all just
glad
like,
you
John,
got it
you're a
covered up.
loser, which is
Lord.
fine. So now I have low self-esteem. So Colin, I need you to help me. What do I do now that people are just like teasing me and just telling me that I'm a nothing? Like, what do I do to keep my chin up?
Like I probably used the word out of Lacey's book. There's nothing but a nasty. I wouldn't listen. I would not listen to one of those people that tell you that. You have to, think about, okay, yeah, but no, because you're not. Because what they're saying is nothing that compares, but nothing but nasty. So I kind of agree with that.
Hell yeah, Colin.
Yeah.
Those are words to live by right there. Listen, Lacey, in terms of just defining for everybody what a nasty is, I mean, look, nasty is as nasty does. And we all know you're a nasty, but you're a special kind of nasty and Colin's a special kind of nasty. I don't think I qualify. So I need to learn what is the nasty. How do I achieve that?
All right. So listen here. You are technically a nasty thing. To me, okay, I got the term nasty from boot camp actually in the Marine Corps. And it didn't matter how fast you ran, it didn't matter how good you shot, it didn't matter how good you were, you're nothing but a nasty because you could always do more. So my thing in life is like, don't ever get complacent. Don't ever get comfortable, you nasty freaking thing. Wake up earlier, get more done, make the plans, make your bed, get up, clean your house, take care of your kids, freaking go to work and be the best human being that you can. Stop being a nasty freaking thing because everybody has a little bit more that they can give mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Keep freaking pushing because the minute you sit back and think, oh, that's okay, or forget about it, become a victim of your circumstance, don't put out, don't freaking keep pushing yourself, then that's when you start becoming nothing but a nasty even more. So in my mind, if you always consider yourself, come here, you nasty thing, nothing but a nasty, that always means that you could always do more, be better, be kinder, freaking run faster, work out harder, save more money, make more plans, have more goals, take care of your babies better, freaking be a better wife, a better spouse, a better human being. So to the world, stop being nothing but nasties and keep freaking pushing because we can do it.
Wow. Colin, that's spoken from somebody who knows what they're talking about. I'll tell you that. In terms of being a nasty, Colin, what was sort of a defining moment for you where everything was stacked against you? You felt like you were going to quit, but you dug deep and you really exemplified that nastiness in you, and you just kept going.
Yeah, I also have some people out there telling me I couldn't do it and stuff like that. Like, and I said, yeah, okay, I don't believe it for 1 second, because that's nothing but nasties what I'm listening to, and they don't understand where I come from. I got a lot of things in common with Lacey. Hard work, keep going, keep your head up, keep your chin up, and keep going. It's what I do, like what Lacey does. So I kind of follow what Lacey Evans does.
That's pretty awesome. Lacey, we got a question here from the audience for Colin. We've got Jeff, and Jeff wanted to know, Colin, how old were you exactly when you started lifting for real?
For real? I think I was probably around 15 to 20.
You were 20?
Yeah, I was 20.
Oh my God. And so what was the first thing that you did that just made you say, you know what, I'm pretty good at this?
I would say I had to listen to my heart, and then I got to go to the mental side in my head to say, I got to do this. Because both physically and mentally and emotionally, I have to listen to my heart and listen to my inspirations, like role models, to tell you, you can do it. If you can do it, you can achieve something in life. You can actually do it.
Yeah, but you know, Lacey, listen to me. When you said you had an amazing guest to bring on, you know, obviously, look, I had not previously met Colin, and I wasn't part of Colin Nation yet. And when I did all of my research, not only am I part of Colin Nation, but Colin is just someone who everybody can learn so much from, someone who's willing to say, I'm willing to put in the work. No one thinks I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to push through. Lacey, in terms of your life and in terms of, look, the people that you hang out with, you can only be judged by the people you hang out with, and Colin being one of the people that you love to hang out with. How can we inspire our audience, especially in today where things are so crazy, to simply push through and say, we're going to make it?
I mean, it starts on, as bad as it sounds, starts with social media. You know what I mean? Like that is the majority of where people spend time is social media. And if you go to Colin's social media, so you want to talk about motivating, this man here not only did a fitness competition, but he has other dreams. Now, it's one thing to have a dream and it's another to work for it. So his dream, now mind you, imagine how big this is. He wants to be an announcer on WWE. He wants to announce and introduce a WWE superstar in the ring one day. Okay, who cares? Because that's one of his dreams. Go to his social media and see what he's doing to put his best foot forward to make that happen. There, you will not find a clip of him introducing a WWE superstar in his bedroom, in his living room, in his home, without a full suit, a full freaking tie, his chin up, and he is squared away. Does that, he's not even in WWE or the WWE ring, but he is beyond convinced that he is going to achieve that one day. And like clockwork, he makes sure he gets up, he puts in the work, he puts on the suit, he does his research on who's freaking being on TV that day. Then he stands up and he presses record and he makes sure he practices, and he practices what he preaches. And that's why I definitely wanted Colin on the show. I knew it the minute I met this man. I knew it whenever I was reading his social media. So if you want to impact people and if you want to do the best that you can to positively motivate people, start with your social media, like I do, like Colin does. I mean, even his coffee cup photos are freaking get up and get work done. You can do it. We can do it. Freaking push forward. And that's what he does. And honestly, I'm not going to stop hagging WWE until he can actually introduce me one day. I want to be the first WWE superstar that Colin introduces into the ring. And I'm not going to stop until that happens.
Wow. Colin, Colin, give me the odds on that happening, because I'm putting them pretty close to it's going to happen.
Yeah, the odds are pretty strong. I just got to keep on working every day to do that. To keep my mindset into WWE, because WWE is my path, my life. WWE is like a home and family to me. So the odds are pretty strong. Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, I'd say they're pretty strong. I'll tell you, I want everybody to vote out there with hearts and thumbs up. Like, do we think Colin should be announcing Lacey into the WWE ring? Do we think that he should be the announcer? Give me some hearts. Give me some love. Throw your questions in there. Lacey, we got a question from Luke Smith. He wanted to say, in the last month, or the last couple months since quarantine started, you guys are on every Friday night on Fox. What's been the best moment for you?
Probably when I defeated Sasha Banks. She has gone after my kid one too many times. And there was one particular moment where them two nasty things, and I will speak of Sasha and Bailey both, they actually came to the ring with a photo of my daughter on a stick to mess with me, to piss me off, to tempt me. And by the time I was done, she was completely done, laying on her back in the middle of the ring. And I was so proud of that, honey. And not only did I beat her, but I took that picture of my baby home, and it's on my cabinet as we speak. I'll be damned if I'm going to let any of them nasties come after me, much less my baby, without me doing something about it. Does that answer your question, honey?
Yeah. So, Colin, I know you've watched every single episode Friday night on Fox. What's been your favorite moment for Lacey so far in the quarantine?
I like when Lacey showed us Sasha Banks and Bailey what it is. I mean, they can't go after someone started like that. Even me watching it live, it's like, wow, that's not good. Because I wish I was there to help out with Lacey, but I couldn't do that. But I would do anything for Lacey and her daughter, and that's just something that's just really close to family right there.
That's incredible. Hey, Colin, I got a great question here. A lot of people were saying, look, one of the questions I want to sort of summarize it is, what do you do and what do you say? Like my son was super short when he was young. I mean, like really short when he was young, and he had a complex about it. He was like, I'm so short. He was tiny. I was 4'8", 86 pounds entering high school. Like I was a feather. I mean, I was just so small. And the idea of saying this is who I am and I'm proud of who I am, no matter how, look, God creates all of our children equally and says, look, I love you. How do we communicate best to people? This is me and I love me. I think that idea of like loving yourself allows you to love other people.
Right. I would say loving your kid is the most important thing in the world. That just shows you that you're a great father and a great person that can teach your son and everything in the world to never give up and never quit and be proud who you are. Because that's what God made us today, and God made you today. So it's kind of, and also, it's the perfect style to do.
Wow. Can I just say something?
Wise words.
John, his response to that was incredible, because when you talk about how to make other people love themselves, and especially and using our platform to do so, how incredible Colin just pointed out. It starts with the parent, to start raising these babies to love themselves and love others. So all the parents out there listening, this is a freaking brilliant man, because if you would ask me that, I would have said, use my platform, tell people you love them. But he said, love your baby. Make sure your babies know how much you love them. And it'll just like the fruit don't fall far from the tree, honey. That's what he's talking about. And Colin, that was an incredible answer, because like I said, I would have just said, go out and let the world know, pick them up and tell them to love themselves and use your social media. But it starts at home. If the parents would just make sure to do their job, to take time and build up these strong, kind, caring human beings, maybe we wouldn't have such a big problem out there right now.
Right.
Yeah. That's for sure. Colin, when in these crazy times right now, and by the way, I want to see some hearts and some thumbs up for Colin's response, because those are about as wise words as I've heard. And I've been around almost 50 years. And I'll tell you what, those are words that I'm never going to forget, especially as a father. I mean, with my 2 kids. Colin, I want you, when you're looking at the world today and you're kind of just seeing people, things just feel like they're upside down, and yet life has to go on. We have to keep making forward progress. That idea of we need to constantly be moving forward, I think is what your life is all about. You're never looking in the rearview mirror. You're always looking ahead. What are sort of your words of inspiration to people to tell them to keep going? Because today it seems harder than ever.
Right. I would say the heart is number one. Number two is family. Okay, hold on. Number one is family, and number two is heart. And stuff like that will get you through what's going on right now in the world. But you got to keep going. You got to keep your head up, and you can't give up or quit at this time, because it's gonna get back to normal very soon at some point. And when it does, then you have a life to go forward to, and you kind of love it so much.
Right. Lacey, I don't know about you, but if we all sort of have that mindset like Colin, where you so eloquently put, look, it's going to get back to normal pretty soon, and when it does, you better be ready. I mean, you can't just sit around and wait for things to sort of normalize themselves. You have to just assume that they're going to be normal eventually. It's going to happen. We're going to come out the other side of all this craziness, and everything's going to be fine. If we all kind of have that mentality of moving forward, especially when things are hard, I think we're going to be all right.
Absolutely. And you know what? And he said this could pass very soon. Let's say it doesn't. Let's say we got a few more extended months of this. It doesn't change the fact that when it does pass, where are you going to be at? So if you had all these goals and then you're letting today's world stop you, slow you down, hold you back because you're feeling some type of way, where are you going to be at when this all passes? This too shall pass. Where are you going to be? And it brings a proper planning prevents poor performance. So like, are you going to be ready to perform whenever it's time to go, when things are back to normal, every door's open, masks are off? Where are you going to be at? Are you going to be 10 steps behind because you decided to let it get the best of you, let it get you down? Or are you going to grab your planners, start knocking one thing off at a time, so when them doors open, you step out of it with more confidence, being more prepared than ever? And that's your choice. That's the mentality that you got to find. You get to choose that. It's your decision, and you got to make it. So Colin's right. Them doors are going to open.
Absolutely. I got a question from Luke Smith. Luke said, hey, Lacey, you mentioned the problems with Sasha and Bailey. Now, if you could pick anyone to help you in a fight against them, who would you have in your corner, past or present?
Well, nasty thing. If I can't choose Colin because he's technically not a wrestler yet. Let me see. Past, not even draw. Let's talk about present people right now that I know, facts, statistics, body weight, strength, mentality, everything. I'm a realist. I'm going to need somebody big. I'm going to need somebody strong, because in my mind, the perfect scenario is have them, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, hold those nasty things down and let me completely unleash the anger and the passion that I have inside of me, because they have it coming, honey. Now, do I need somebody there on my corner to hold them down? Absolutely not, because I've plans to tear them apart. But if I got to choose, and if it was an option, and if I had to, that's who I would choose.
All right. What do you think, Colin?
I love that what they just said. I would say both Bianca Belair and them have a potential to help Lacey out with those two nasty things, Bailey and Sasha Banks. And I agree with that.
All right.
Colin, they could hold them down by the hair, rip the wigs off and everything, honey. Yeah, I mean, you feel me? You can visualize it. I mean, the blue hair, just a snatching bald. Oh, I love thinking about it. Whoever asked that question, thank you, you nasty.
That's pretty incredible. Well, listen, we have to wrap up this week's show, but before we go, I want to make sure that we get parting words from everyone. Colin, listen, chips are down, our backs are up against the wall. We all need to keep pressing forward. I want you to pump us up. We're in America's locker room right now. We got to get out to the ring.
Yeah. I got to say, never give up and never quit, and keep on going. Keep your head up and just give it everything you got, especially in the WWE ring. all WWE superstars should do is never give up, and give it everything they have in their heart to keep on going. And to the world, I want to say, no give up, and I love you guys so much.
Wow. Lacey, parting words?
All right, Colin, this is for you. I want him. Where can they follow you? Everybody talk about a motivated social media. I want that to definitely be put in there. And then my parting words is I want Colin to stand up and show the world what he's been working on and introduce me to the ring. I mean, he's got it down pat. Show him, Colin. Freaking let's get it out there so you can actually introduce me, honey.
Okay.
Lord.
Introducing the future SmackDown Women's Champion, Lacey Evans.
Hell yeah. You see what I mean, John?
Woo! I'll tell you what. I think it's happening. I think it just did happen. It's happening. It's game on. Listen, everybody, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here every Wednesday is our normal time. We had to move it to Tuesday. We're gonna be here Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be back next week with another amazing guest. Do you want to give us a little peek into who it's gonna be?
Well, Lord, I don't want to give it away, but I will say this. Make sure to stretch, make sure to never give up, and make sure to stay positive, honey.
Yeah. The little namaste is the one clue for next week's guest. Listen, Colin,
Yes.
listen, honestly, on behalf of American Brain and Brawn, we love you. Honestly, genuinely, you are such an inspiration. We cannot thank you enough for stopping by. Lacey Evans, you're amazing. You're inspiring the world. The hearts, thumbs up, flying around. We're reaching a worldwide audience. And everybody, will see you back here next Wednesday. God bless.
Bye, you nasties.
Bye.
Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome anytime.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
I'll
Colin.
make sure to tag you and post and everything. And I'm going to have somebody set up a video for us that you could post on yours as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a good night.
You too.